This WebEx session on member services. This recording is a guide for leagues on accessing their league statement within member services, which will give you a greater detail and easy to use information compared to the weekly discipline bulletin we currently send out on a Friday. First of all, what I'd like you to do is to log onto our website, www.hampshirefa.com. On the homepage, on the top right hand of the screen, there is an option for member services. In services, you'll be greeted by a welcome message along with two options: member login and access. If this is before and your FA number and password, please enter the system as normal. However, if you've never used this system before, click Request Access. Prompted for your FA number and other details of your league. Please contact if you're unsure of these details, and once you with these details and you put them into the system, you will then receive your password direct from the FA's IT department. If you require additional access, for example your divisional secretaries or your registrational secretaries, you must notify the office that you wish to add these individuals to be able to access this information. Please, in the event that they are no longer associated with your league, it will be your responsibility to inform the county FA so they're removed to ensure they no longer have access to your league's information. If you log into the system, so click Member Login and let's enter your FA number. And your FA number, obviously don't use mine. This is the home screen that you created, and for this example we're using the Aldershot District Sunday Football League. Your normal league details with a bit of information on your league, and on the left hand side, 5 down from the top, there is an option for league statements. In league statements, you're going to get options. These are team suspensions, clutches, affecting this league, suspendments, and suspensions. So to start, we're going to look at club and team suspensions. Current suspensions were any currently affiliated clubs with teams in your league who are currently suspended. From the league's point of view, the top is going to be the most important because it's going to tell you which clubs or which teams are going to be on suspension for this weekend coming. A good club, it will have case ID and it'll have the reason why. And 2 sections imposed in the last 7 days and listed in the last 7 days. For example, you can see the Duke of York went under suspension on the 7th of the 11th, 2014. However, lifted that suspension on the 27th of the 11th, 2014, clearing the case with us at the Hampshire FA. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see clubs or suspensions which are going to be imposed within the next 7 days. It gives you the opportunity to get in contact with your clubs or teams to help avoid them going on suspension. Club charges. This section of teams in your league who have received a club charge or has a club charge against them proved in the last 7 days. Again, you'll find the club name, the case ID, and information there. On the club charge. Obviously, I have a case there at the moment, but if you click on the case ID, a little pop-up box will come up with all the information you require on that club charge. If offences affecting the league, this way misconduct charges raised against participants in the last 7 days who play for teams in your competition or players who have registered for a team in your league to have misconduct with another club outside your league. Basically providing you information for the clubs or that players are linked to if they're on suspension for anything else. So, for example, if we look at this league, and similar to before, if you want to click on the case ID, all the case details, for example, this misconduct charge, who he's playing for, so in this case he's playing for the Royal Standard, who he's against, United Rushmore, and the date the offence was committed and what league it was in, and information in there. Tell you the type of suspension and obviously the player's details and his FA number itself. It is the responsibility of the clubs to ensure that the player is clear to play. They also have the ability to check similar information on their own club screen that will provide them the latest information on their members. So if you can, obviously highlight the positives of member services, because clubs can use it as well to see up-to-date information on their own club, their own players, and what's happening. The suspension amendments. This will display any amendments to suspensions previously notified that is most likely to cause of a team's fixture being postponed. Again, this is more of the individual side of things. Again, similar details to before with the name's date of birth and the FA number. And again, if we click on the case ID, we get for. So for example, this is a red card for violent conduct. This is for Alton Town against Thatcham Town. The offence was on the 5th of November 2014. And it's got the sanction of what's going to happen and so on there. It's got what clubs he was linked to previously. If we look at sine die suspensions, this will display participants placed under a permanent suspension in the last 7 days, or permanent suspensions have been lifted in the last 7 days. So for example, we looked at Duke of York. This was now the player involved with Duke of York, the 6387053. You can see when the player went on sine die suspension, which was on the 27th of the 11th 2014. And look in the section below, lifted in the last 7 days, you can also see that he actually lifted his suspension on the same day by clearing ID with the county FA. From a point of view, members can be a great aid, especially weekly bulletin. The weekly bulletin was great when it was sent out. However, once it's sent out, you can find yourself looking at outdated information. Member services, as soon as it gets updated by the county FA, an updated actually look at to view everything you require. Your location, rather than having to trawl through pages worth of 42 leagues worth of stuff that Hampshire FA sends out. So it is a really good system, obviously, to keep up to date, and you can access, whether it's on your phone, whether it's the computer. There's many ways to do it. If you do have any queries, issues, any questions at all, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us, either on 01256 830 or drop us an email. I mean, all our email addresses and contact details are available on the staff page of the Hampshire FA website. I hope you found this recording useful. Thank you very much for listening, and